Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. 1 game to determine the national championship. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So USC's offense trots out there to open this game. Well, here we go, Kirk. The energy in this place is tremendous. We are 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion.
And think about it, Chris. These 2 teams have put everything into this to get to this stage and this opportunity. Let's see who can handle it better.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They call the draw play here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, a lot of times as a play caller, you go to the draw play because you feel the defensive front is just consumed with trying to get pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing discipline to completely negate the play.
Grab behind the line. It's Pearson. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
A couple things that really stood out to me here, Chris, on this nice play by the corner. Awareness to be able to see the wide receiver screen, and then the willingness to get involved and run support and make the tackle. Great play.
Just trying to get rid of it. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. And the Trojans will send the punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns offense comes out for their first possession today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. 2 good teams with great individual players.
Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Escapes the sack. He's moving out of the pocket now. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved, just get his hands on the football. Also, nice easy screen, gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice easy throw. And look at this, it ends up being a huge play.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
So that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive early in this game. The offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
Play action here on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Under pressure, just lets it go. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on 1st down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And it's picked off in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Quick throw, the catch is made. Zero running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And it's complete downfield. And that will pick up the first down. They'll spot it at 38. And the Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Caught near the sideline. It's Pearson. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. On first down, it's play action. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. And the Trojans are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Can he make it to the marker? He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
But this guy did everything that he could to try to get to that first down marker. It looks like he's just going to be inches short, and it's decision time for the offensive coordinator and head coach.
And this one is right through. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense back on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. He's running out of time here. Here's the second down play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. It's a very quick throwaway. No man in the area, and here comes the flag for intentional grounding. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And he's got his man open downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And now the handoff. Tackle up near midfield at the 48. And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. All right, let's get back to the action. Getting closer to finding out who will be celebrating here tonight. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down. The Raging Cajuns looking to keep this drive rolling.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Lets it go quickly, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and receiver. Man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. Trying to make it 3 straight. 3rd down conversion. They need a yard here. And the wideout goes in motion. Can he get there on the ground? Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
Nice first down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on 3rd and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
Tackle made after the completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The Raging Cajuns lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
He's got the first down and more. Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
The Raging Cajuns will line up now. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal after that loss. Trying to run it in, the defense stops him close to the goal line, but not in.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Will he stop short a couple yards from the goal line?
Now, that's the third time they've had a chance inside this 10-yard line to get the ball into the end zone, and they've not quite been able to do it. And now, a big decision, 4th and goal, national championship, down by 3 here in the first half. Do they get aggressive and go for it to try to take the lead?
That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. Right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He breaks free. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective.
He's looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Trojans.
That was almost the entire length of the field. What a play by this offense. A nice throw. But really, it's about the receiver making a catch and showing you what he can do with the ball after it.
And the extra point gives him a double-digit lead. There's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And here comes the Raging Cajuns offense back on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's the point after attempt. The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. But that's good coverage there. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservatively. The throw complete to the running back underneath. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. The completion makes it 2nd and short. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
Defense is coming after him. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. This defense reeling after giving up that big play responds immediately with a sack.
Yeah, on the previous play, the offensive line did their job. They held up. Nice job in pass protection to give the quarterback time to make the throw. The very next play, the defense has had enough. This time they win the battle up front and get to that quarterback and come up with that sack.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Incompletion brings up an important 3rd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that third down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. Now it's fourth down and long.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And Louisiana's offense retakes the field now. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike. A one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. He makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
That's another positive gain here for this offense. And this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Scrambles out of bounds to avoid contact. He's going to be short of the mark.
Well, he doesn't pick up the first down here, but still does a nice job of buying a little bit of time and then running to be able to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid those big hits.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The pass is incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, and here comes a late flag.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield, and you get a call like this.
He missed it. A missed chance to tie this game. Still down by 3. Is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line. The eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk in the booth. Fellas, hard to believe we're only one half away from crowning a national champion.
The Trojans will kick this away to get the second half going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense back on the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Wolf. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Gets made on the out route. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
That run moves the ball across the 40.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Looks left and finds his target there. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The Raging Cajuns are moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Short connection to the tight end here. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The completion makes it second down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He'll look to throw it here on second down. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Going with the old counter run here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
What makes a really good counter play is selling it to the defense. So you're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like we saw there.
They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Hey, great throw here by this USC quarterback. How about the catch by the wide receiver? And Chris, we've been saying that for decades when it comes to USC and their wide receivers. What incredible history, going way back to Len Swan. I didn't know he was a Steeler, but it all started when he wore that USC uniform. Keyshawn Johnson had a brilliant career. So did Robert Woods. And how about Amon-Ra St. Brown and the job that he did when he was at SC?
And the junior able to get home with the sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He eludes the rush. Has no one to throw to there on 3rd down. And now it's a 4th down coming up. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And here comes the Raging Pigeons offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. The pass rush closing in. Slides down, will avoid the tackle. First and 10 now for the offense. Toss play. Back heads to his right. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
The old toss play, Chris, as you know, this used to be really a popular play in college football. And teams ran this out of the I formation. Now in college football, you see them running out of pretty much any formation. But the key still is being able to seal the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle, to allow the back to get to the corner.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Dumps it down to the back. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Ragin' Cajuns. Quarterback doesn't see anybody open. Kirk says, yeah, I'll just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
They're setting out to try the PAT. And the PAT makes it a 1-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner choosing to field this one. And they've got the returner corralled. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. They'll run it from the gun.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On third down, he drops to throw. It's caught downfield. Tackled after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. And it's Louisiana on top, Kirk. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. As we head to the final quarter of this showdown, we're going to find out who can really make the plays when it counts the most. And the Trojans begin a new series here, 1st and 10. The pocket breaking down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. Some hard running there through a tackle. He's brought down out at the 46. That gain makes it second and medium.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. And now they run the draw play. The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
Hey, how about the quarterback here with his eyes downfield selling the pass to open that play up? Man, offensive line, really good job of selling and then getting upfield to that second level to be able to pick up some key blocks.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
How much do they pick up on third down? Try a field goal from here would be 57 yards. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Man, it has been a rough night for this poor offensive line, and it's only getting worse. That's 5 sacks they've now given up so far in this game alone.
And the Trojans will have to kick it away. The punt flies out of bounds. They'll spot this around the 25-yard line. And Louisiana's offense retakes the field now. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they keep that going here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Well, about the only thing that went right for the offense there, Chris, is they kept the ball in bounds to try to keep that clock moving. The defense does their job. They're just trying to think of any way at all to get that ball out and get the ball back to their offense to have a shot here.
Second down, they're going to throw it. Quarterback looking to scramble. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it, and gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Here we go, third down and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Using his legs on the scramble. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Defense with more pre-snap movement. Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Well, they test the middle there, but yet nothing. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Can they convert on third down and keep this drive rolling? And the quarterback's going to sneak it. Raging Cajuns line up on 1st and 10 now. And the offense just takes a knee here. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns.